And if you know what they're looking for, you have the cheat code. One of the mistakes that they make is that if you're scared about a talent or lack thereof, don't be. They're speaking like their mother dressed them up and forced them up on that stage. By the time pageant day came, I have been in pageants, but I've also judged other pageants. This is such an important tip because why would you not win? Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Peace and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. So I have a different video today. I'm going to be giving my tips and tricks on how to win a pageant. So if you guys don't know, I am the current Miss Afrique, which is the Miss African Students Association at Howard University, but I have competed in 2 other pageants as well as that one. The Afrique pageant is actually coming up. I am not able to be there because I'm currently studying abroad, but I wanted to do this video to really give back. I have 16 tips right here on how to not only compete in a pageant, but how to win. Okay, how to win the pageant. Be sure to stay to the very ending because all of my tips are important, but the last one is the most important. Let's go. Tip number 1, it is a show. You must put on a show. You have to be extra. You have to pull out all the stops. You can never be too extra in a pageant. You just can't. Like, I know it's kind of hard for guys sometimes because, you know, you want to be manly or whatever, but like, the judges are gonna see that you made an effort, that you actually tried to put yourself out there, and the extraness is what's gonna make you stick in the judges' minds. So number 2, you want to know your audience, know what they want, know what they don't want. I'm not saying be a politician and just lie just straight out, but I'm saying know your audience and cater what you want to do to them. If you guys have not checked out my pageant vlog for my Afrique pageant, definitely check it out. I will link it up here. Check it out afterwards to see what I did. And tip number 3, so you want to speak to your audience. Yes, I know what they want, but you have to understand that you are still being judged by a judge. You are still being criticized. You are still being monitored by someone who's going to ultimately decide whether or not you win. So yes, speak to your audience, make them relate, make them be like, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, keep in mind that you are not being judged by them. For the co-host pageant that I did, the crowd loved me. Everyone thought I was gonna win because the crowd was just eating me up. Everything I would say, the crowd would be like, yeah, they would agree with me, but they weren't the one judging me. The judges were. So that was my first ever pageant. So I made some like freaking mistakes that didn't get me the crown, but it's okay. So just keep that in mind that the judges are the one who are judging you. The next tip, you want to embody the crown. Move like you already won. Move like the true queen. Move like a true king that you are. Be elegant in the way you walk, the way you talk, because when the judges are judging you, they're trying to see, does this person have what it takes to wear the crown? Is she fit? Is he fit for the crown? That's really what they're thinking about. The pageant that I did, the DC Collegiate pageant, which was the one pageant I did that wasn't with Howard, and because it was like a state pageant, it was, you know, it was a big deal, and I was a rookie and I was nervous, and I showed that like I wasn't standing up straight, I wasn't being confident. That's not what a true queen does. You have to embody and act like you already won. Now that I've done it, I know what to do and what not to do, but you really want to keep that in mind. But yeah, like move like you already won. Maybe it's the Christian in me that's always speaking things and hoping for the best or whatnot, but like buy that celebratory champagne or apple cider if you don't drink. Like have your captions ready. Like my caption for when I won the Miss Afrique pageant, I had it ready like weeks before. Is that being cocky? I don't think so. I think it's me really hoping for the best and working towards it. So yes, hope for the best, move like you already won, but you also want to work towards that to make sure that you win. My caption was, this is the picture. My caption was, I've always been a queen, even without a crown, but it doesn't hurt to have one. And if I look up in my notes, I'm sure you can see that I already had that weeks before I won. So I moved and I thought that I would win, and I started moving and acting like a winner truly would. All right, next tip, show your passion. After all, you're trying to service a group of people. So passionate about it. Don't act like you're being forced to do this. They want to see the passion, the smile on your face. They want to see that, wow, you really care about this, your mission, this, your platform. So show that. What are you going to do? Be passionate about it, because I have seen many pageants. I have been in many pageants. I have judged many pageants, and certain people just, I knew they weren't gonna win because they did not have the passion. They're speaking like their mother dressed them up and forced them up on that stage. Next tip, you want to project. You want to speak loud and proud, but it's also about intonation. So know when to go high, know when to go low. You should not just be at a stagnant level of voice, is that the word I'm looking for, the whole time way through. So for example, my name is Peace Oluwatoyin Arobieke. I am the up and down. Know when to use it. Like, don't just be a stagnant monotone voice, because if I'm speaking like this the entire time through, would you really think I would win? There's no intonation in my voice, but also there's no passion in my voice. But when I speak like but when I speak like I normally do, with passion, with energy, with intonation, highs and lows, isn't that more engaging? Next tip is practice like crazy. I practice day and night. I practice every and anywhere. Even when I wasn't physically practicing, I was mentally and going over every single thing. You want to practice like crazy. And a lot of people that do their first pageants, one of the mistakes that they make is that they just practice solely when they're at practice with their pageant director. And that's not the case. That is not the case. You have to practice outside. I was putting in work during practice with everybody, but also after. And some people don't do that, and that's why they don't win. You can tell who doesn't and who does practice outside of practice. I say practice a lot, but you guys know what I mean. My next tip, research, research, research. I am a big research girl. I don't like to go into anything blindly. I like to know what I am. Let this alarm go off. Is it really this long normally? Drop down below how you're feeling. Okay, so like I was saying, you want to do research. I never go into things blindly. I always research and do that. What's stopping you from doing that? Like, I would go on YouTube and I would YouTube every single thing related to the pageant. I would YouTube how to answer a pageant question and answer, or like sample question and answer with responses. I would YouTube how to pageant walk. I would YouTube every single thing. I had a whole playlist too. A whole playlist related to pageant things. My favorite YouTuber related to pageantry is Dani Walker. And she got me right. Y'all, just YouTube. Okay, and I'm pretty sure she has a video about what the judges are looking for, because she was Miss USA, which is a big pageant winner, and she was also judged numerous winners. So she's literally a judge, so she can tell you what exactly we're looking for. And if you know what they're looking for, you have the cheat code. So why would you not win? Come on, guys. This is the reason why I won, yo. Like, it's really life is a calculated thing. Like, everything. The next tip is your walk. You want to perfect your walk as well as your arm placement. For me, this was the hardest thing because I was just always so nervous. I'm like, wow, I struggle with this. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not perfect with this at this moment, but I'm definitely better than I was a year ago. You want to walk like a model walk. If I had my walk down, my arms always look so stiff. Like, I can't describe it. So you want to have your walk, but also be cautious of your arm placement. If you have any model friends, literally ask them for help, see how they walk, emulate it, literally look on YouTube how to model walk, how to walk for a pageant. There's a specific type of walk that are required in pageants. Next tip, you want to use your hands only for emphasis. I repeat, use your hands only for emphasis. Now, I struggle with this because, as you guys can tell, I speak with my hands all the time. I'm doing it as I speak right now. So I had to fight that urge to always use it, and I had to learn how to put my hand by my side and only use this to emphasize. I am from here to here, and if you want to use it, you have to go all out. So either use it and go all out, or don't use it. So you can just do like this. Hi, welcome. No, welcome, my most esteemed judges. You have to be extra with it. It's a pageant. Go back to number 1. Put on a show. All right, next tip, you want to film yourself. This is what I did. I still do if I still do pageants, but this is what I did like crazy. I can definitely pull up videos both on here as well as my camera of me filming myself. I'll film my walk. I'll film me speaking. I'm sure you guys can actually see in my old vlogs, my old pageant vlogs. I think there's one that's actually up. Yeah, that you guys can see me actually like filming myself. You have to film it so you can see, because you may think you're doing well, but once you're recording and looking back, you're like, OMG, why is my eye twitching? Why am I using my arms a lot? Why am I doing this? Like, you are getting a subjective, no, objective view. So film yourself, walking, speaking, doing your talent, film it all. By the time pageant day came, I knew how I looked like because I filmed myself like crazy. Yes, if you don't have storage for it, that's a whole nother issue, but I think you can figure it out. Yeah. Next tip, if you're scared about a talent or lack thereof, don't be. There's a talent for everything. Like I said, I have been in pageants, but I've also judged other pageants. You can turn modeling into a pageant, but keep in mind that, go back to number one, it's a show. So make it extra. Don't just do modeling. There's a talent for everything. I've seen someone speed draw or speed paint, and it was a picture of Breonna Taylor. She speed painted in like a few minutes. I did a spoken word, which I don't have included in that, like my pageant video, because it's a little bit personal. But yeah, reach out to me if you have any questions, but also reach out to your pageant director. Most times they will help you. I didn't even know I could even do spoken word. I always wanted to, but I didn't know I could do spoken word until my pageant coaches actually pushed me and actually helped me. And if they don't know it, they most likely know somebody else that does, and they can connect you. So yeah, like, don't be scared about your talent. Next tip, do not count anyone out. Don't think, oh, yeah, this person never shows up to practice. Yeah, they don't do this. Do not count anyone out. You never know. They could be back home in the lab working things out. You would never really know. I'm the kind of person, I'll do good both during the practice and after on my own. But some people, they just like to move in silence. So don't ever underestimate. That's the word. And this is a lesson just for in life. Do not ever underestimate anyone, because you never know. But at the same time, still hold yourself to a certain standard that, yeah, I'm working, I'm putting in the work, I'm thinking, dreaming, sleeping, eating this pageant. You know? Y'all know. All right, we are almost done. It's actually a short video. Next tip, have your friends, family, loved ones come and cheer you on. This is such an important tip because not only are they there to encourage you, but when you hear them screaming and shouting your name, they should not come and they're not going to cheer for you loudly. I know that sounds mean, but they must physically, out loudly cheer you on. So what was I saying? Having your friends come to support you, encourage you, and hearing them cheer for you every single time you come out, it does something to you. And this is saying something as a psychology major. You're like, OMG, I have support. So you keep going, you're empowered, you feel more confident. So have people who are there to cheer you on. Because when I felt people cheering my name on or agreeing with me, I felt on top of the world. But when you don't hear anything and you hear crickets, but the person before you were hearing them cheer them on, it kind of does something to you. So have your friends and your loved ones come and support you on this thing. Plus, it's good for them to take pictures with you. Like, guys, in this my picture that I won, I had this one picture right here of all my friends and family who came to cheer me on. Like, it does something to you. Last, final tip, which is the most important, is whether you win or lose, you still win. I'm gonna repeat for the people in the back. Whether you win or lose this pageant, you still win. Because you put yourself out there. You try something new. You got out of your comfort zone. You learned. Because for me, my first ever pageant, the co-host pageant, I did not win it. But I wasn't meant to win it because I won something else. I didn't win the crown, I won the experience. So when my second pageant came around, that freak pageant, I had the experience, I had the confidence, and that's why I was able to win. Whether or not you win or lose the crown, you still win. That was a gay inspirational speaker. Yeah, that was my tips and tricks. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends. Drop any questions, comments, concerns that you have for me. If you made it this far, you are a real one. So comment down the crown emoji. And until next time, peace out.